Please remain standing and join Justin Kohl, class of 2023, Doctor of Musical Arts degree candidate, in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Justin, for that excellent performance. I'm Eric Wilcox, the Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our Spring 2023 commencement. I want to acknowledge that the land that UW-Madison inhabits is the ancestral home of the Ho-Chunk Nation, one of the 12 First Nations of Wisconsin. Today, our stage includes the flags of the United States, the state of Wisconsin, and the flag of the Ho-Chunk Nation. These flags are symbols of our commitment to work towards the well-being of citizens of this state, the nation, and the world. This is an important step in UW-Madison's Our Shared Future initiative, which is an ongoing effort to educate the campus and the broader community on the Ho-Chunk Nation and the history it shares with the university. As provost here at UW-Madison, I work with the deans of all the schools and colleges to ensure that we are offering academic programs and an overall educational experience that is second to none. Our faculty pride themselves on our deep commitment to undergraduate, graduate, and professional education. And I am very proud of the hard work and effort put forth by each and every faculty and staff member here on our campus. And so at this time, it's my great honor to introduce to you, the members of our official party, who are some of the people who help make the university the remarkable place that it is. So I'm going to ask each of you to rise as they are able when your name is called and remain standing. I'll ask the audience to please hold your applause until all members of the party have been introduced. Chancellor Jennifer Minukin, Jay Rothman, President, UW System, Karen Walsh, President of the UW System Board of Regents, Dietram Scheufele, Chair, Committee on Honorary Degrees, Taylor Bascom, Chair in Science Communication, and Vilas Distinguished Achievement Professor, William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School of Robert Golden, Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health, Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education, Steve Swanson, Dean of the School of Pharmacy, Soyan Shem, Dean of the School of Human Ecology, Valab Sambamurthy, Dean of the School of Business, Dan Tokaji, Dean of the Law School, Lori Resor, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Cecil Garvin, Honorary Degree Candidate, Henning Garvin, son of Cecil Garvin alumna, Bachelor's of Science, LNS 2003. Monica McCauley, Professor, Language Sciences. Susan Zeski, Associate Dean for Arts and Humanities, College of Letters and Science. Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing. Mark Markell, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. Ian Robertson, Dean of the College of Engineering. Glenda Gillespie, Dean of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Sarah Shute, Chief Alumni Officer and Wisconsin Alumni Association Executive Director. Charles Hoslett, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Nancy Lynch, Vice Chancellor for Legal Affairs. Steve Ackerman, Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Education. Rob Kramer, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. LeVar Charleston, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Vice Provost, and Chief Diversity Officer. Carl Martin, Dean and Director of the Division of Extension. Anna Gade, Professor, Associate Dean of the Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies. Scott Ochotic, University Registrar. Heather Daniels, Secretary of the Faculty. Lauren Papp, Professor in the School of Human Ecology and Chair of the University Committee, the Executive Committee of the Faculty Senate. Please join me in welcoming these official party members. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin. She took office in August as the 30th leader in the university's nearly 175-year history. Chancellor Mnookin, one of the nation's leading legal scholars, has spent her academic career at top public universities, most recently at UCLA, where she was on the faculty for 17 years, and for the last 7 years served as the Dean of the UCLA Law School. She has also served on the faculty at the University of Virginia and Harvard, and holds degrees from Harvard, Yale, and MIT. She has spent her first semester at UW-Madison focused on learning, listening, and working to understand this great university. She is deeply impressed by UW-Madison's commitment to educational excellence and the ways in which the university incorporates leading-edge scientific research and its mission of public service into the student experience to support each of our talent graduates on their path toward a life that's meaningful and satisfying. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin.
Thank you, Eric. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much to Provost Wilcox. I'm so happy to welcome all of you to the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Spring Commencement. Congratulations to our graduates. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you as well to Justin Kroll for that beautiful performance. And I want to give a very warm welcome to the proud parents, spouses, partners, children, siblings, and friends who join us tonight from all over the country and all over the globe. Some of you are here in person, and others of you are on live stream. A very warm welcome and congratulations to all of you as well. I also want to acknowledge and thank the members of the faculty who have taught and advised and mentored these graduates. These faculty members, graduates, have been your strongest supporters, sometimes also your toughest critics. And I know that today they are extraordinarily proud of all that you've accomplished. Faculty and advisors, will you please stand as you are able so we can recognize and thank you? A special thanks as well to two individuals who lead the University of Wisconsin system with a very Wisconsin blend of pragmatism and passion. Regent President Karen Walsh and UW System President Jay Rothman. Thank you. Commencement is a joyful time, but it is inevitably also bittersweet. There are family members, friends, and colleagues who were with you on this journey, but who have passed away and are not here today. I know you are holding a special place for them in your hearts tonight. Now, I trust that your time with us has had both highs and lows, moments of inspiration and beauty and great accomplishment and gratitude, and also moments of significant challenge. And I do need to say that this has been a difficult couple of weeks for us here at UW-Madison. I know that some of you are feeling a great deal of hurt and frustration and anger in the wake of that painful and racist video. And I want you to know that I see that and I hear that. And I and we are committed to doing the hard work that can bring us closer to the day when all people can feel a deep sense of belonging here and where all of us can flourish. Now, speaking of hard work, I know that this is something that every one of you graduates absolutely know and understand. Every one of you has dedicated years of hard work to reach this moment. Now, there is one group I want to call out for special recognition. If you are here receiving a graduate degree as a first-generation college student, if you are part of the first generation in your family that earned a college degree, I'd like to ask you to please stand as you are able and make some noise. First-gen grad students, that is awesome. Congratulations. You were not only part of the first generation to get a college degree, but you kept going. And I am so proud of you. Now, all of you, graduates, as well as those here to celebrate our graduates, if you're a veteran or serving on active duty or in the reserves, please stand as you're able so that we can thank you for your service, including audience members. Finally, I want to recognize a group of graduates who earned their degrees 50 years ago, but didn't participate in the ceremony then. Tonight, they'll complete that journey that they began so many years ago. 50-year graduates, please stand as you're able. Congratulations. That is so cool. Thank you for being here. And it's just wonderful to see you here. Now, this 2023 commencement's particularly meaningful for me. In a certain sense, I'm also graduating, at least in my first academic year here at UW-Madison. And it's been quite a year. There is something wonderful about this chance to see all of you coming to this commencement at a moment when I'm bringing my first year here to a close. Now, this too is a commencement for you. It's an ending, but also a beginning. And there's always something a bit daunting about starting anew. When you wake up tomorrow, you too will be starting anew, getting ready to begin your residency maybe, or a postdoc, or your career, or a project that will take your work in a new direction. Anyone not feeling a little daunted by this new beginning? I dare you to raise your hand. Anyone? More power to you if you're there, but I think most of us at this moment feel a blend of pride and a certain nervousness. But I know that you are entirely ready for the challenges that lie ahead. Graduates, whether you've completed an MD or an MFA or a DVM or a PhD, and we sure have a lot of initials, don't we? Any one of the top degrees that we'll confer this evening. You've achieved something quite extraordinary. To get here took perseverance. It took resilience. It took gumption. You worked late nights, early mornings, and undoubtedly many weekends. Whether it was monitoring experiments, teaching discussion sections, studying for qualifying exams, writing your dissertation, doing clinical rotation, creating works of art, writing business plans, and so much more, you rose to the challenge. I'm going to share with you candidly that writing my own dissertation was one of the hardest things I've ever done. It challenged me intellectually, and it was exciting, but it was also really hard. Wrestling with trying to find the right intellectual framework, trying to say something original while also staying true to my research materials, staring at the keyboard when someday the words flowed and some days they just didn't. I'm sure you've had tough moments too, but I also know that those challenges and surmounting them will be a source of strength for you in the years ahead. And you have taken part in some truly extraordinary things in your time here. Some of you have been involved with our medical researchers who began clinical trials of a new vaccine for the deadliest form of breast cancer. Some of you worked with pharmacists developing an injectable gel that jolts the immune system to kill off cancer cells left behind when surgeons remove a brain tumor. Some of you were involved with renewable energy research and dairy scientists, developing a way to take the residues from cheese making and turn them into biodegradable plastics. Some of you worked with our veterinarians, launching the largest clinical trial in the history of veterinary medicine, testing a vaccine for canine cancers. Some of you worked in business, helping companies to retool, refine, and reimagine their products to be more sustainable or to make the supply chain work better. Some of you worked in political science on better ways to run elections or better ways to understand our global challenges. And some of you have worked to create things, engineers, artists, writers, musicians, producing an abundance of incredible works. Let me just give you one example. Monty Little is an indigenous artist and an Iraq War veteran who served in the Marine Corps. And there he is on the slide. Monty's work has been exhibited nationally and internationally. And he now has a show at the Chazen that examines the erasure of indigenous identities in the United States. He is also a husband and a father and the winner of our 2023 prize for an outstanding MFA candidate. He's worked tirelessly to reach this moment. Monty, thank you for your tremendous contributions to our campus, and congratulations. Now that's just one story, but every one of you has been part of life-changing work in your time here. Work that you've done despite, and in some cases because of a global pandemic, which for some of you changed what you were working on. For all of you, COVID-19 added extraordinary complexity to your work. And for some of you, it also delayed getting here to this moment, to graduation. And there's just no doubt that for everyone in this room, it made some parts of the process harder. And yet here you are. You met every moment, just like the incredible UW people who walked this campus before you. And there are so many. People like Eudora Welty, who won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction and the National Medal for Honor. People like Sister Mary Kenneth Keller, the first person in the United States, to earn a PhD in computer science. And Cecil Garvin, who recognized that every 10 to 14 days, somewhere in the world, the last speaker of a language dies, and the language dies with them. And who said, not the Ho-Chunk language, not on my watch. Tonight, Dr. Garvin will receive one of the very highest honors this university bestows, an honorary doctorate. Congratulations, Dr. Garvin. Now, you're going to get a chance to hear from Dr. Garvin, but I also need to tell you something. We're going to need to cheer for him again, because today is Dr. Garvin's 80th birthday. Congratulations. And all of these webs are connected. Dr. Garvin is here today and in this way is connected to all of you. And each of you is now part of a legacy of people who have made history by showing up, doing more, leaning in to try to make change. People educated in a place whose sheer intellectual firepower fuels a level of excellence and passion for making a difference in the world. That public service mission, which we call the Wisconsin Idea, has given us this virtual circle that allows knowledge to flow from the campus to the community and from the community to the campus. That isn't always the most efficient way, but it's the right way and the most important way to solve big problems. It requires us to get out of our lanes, to move not just forward, but across academic disciplines, across the borders of campus, and with people of every race, religion, nationality, gender, and with varied perspectives on the world, with ideas, beliefs, and life experiences that may be quite different from your own. To achieve excellence requires connection. That's true here at UW-Madison, and it will be true in every moment of your career. Now, to get to that excellence also does require taking care of yourself. You can't achieve greatness while just ignoring your own health and well-being. And so, I give you permission. Please carve out time for self-care, time for walks, to play music, or to plant flowers, or to cook good food, or to spend time with loved ones. All of these, too, are essential to human flourishing. And sometimes academia and the relentless pressures make that hard to do. But it's important, as is supporting one another. So in the years ahead, I absolutely encourage you to keep leaning into the excellence that you've already shown yourself capable of. I urge you to keep rising to the challenges that come along, but also to take care of yourself, your loved ones, and your community. I'm going to close now with one more quick piece of advice. You're graduating into a world that desperately needs a countervailing approach to belligerent and simplistic assertions of certainty. A world that needs people with credibility and expertise who can explain scientific principles and other challenging ideas about the world without falling back on jargon or academic speak. Albert Einstein once said, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." You're all experts in things that may be hard to understand, things that may be very complicated. But if you can also learn to communicate about your areas of expertise in ways that allow you to connect with people outside your field, you'll find yourself in an even better position to make a real difference in the world. If you need just one example from your classmates, your classmate Caitlin Moore might be able to help with that. Caitlin won our campus-wide 3-minute thesis competition by explaining their extraordinarily complex work that brings together poetry and astrophysics to illuminate new ways of thinking about time and space, land and ocean, and the human connection. Caitlin, thank you for your tremendous contributions to our campus, and congratulations. You all have your stories, and they are just beginning, even as you achieve this momentous graduation. And as you leave this campus, I hope you'll stay connected to your fellow graduate students and that they will be colleagues for life, people who will laugh and cry with you, who will be there to celebrate successes large and small, even as time passes. Take care of yourselves. Continue to do more by doing more. And thank you for being part of our wonderful UW-Madison community. Wherever you go next, please come back and visit us here at UW-Madison. We want to know how you're doing, and we hope this will always be, no matter where you head, one of the places that you will think of as home. Congratulations, graduates, and on Wisconsin. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's now my great honor to introduce Karen Walsh. president of the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents. Regent Walsh's connection to this campus run very deep. She holds bachelor's degrees and master's degrees in journalism from UW-Madison, and she worked here on campus for more than 2 decades, retiring as an assistant dean in 2005. She says that the university is the place she grew up, intellectually and personally, where she learned to think and communicate clearly and made lifelong friends. Regent President Walsh, and her husband, Dr. James Burby, are also generous supporters of many organizations and charities through the Burby-Walsh Foundation, which Karen directs. A foundation gift to the University of Wisconsin hospitals and clinics created the Burby-Walsh Department of Emergency Medicine. Please join me in welcoming Regent President Karen Walsh.
It's not often I have to lift a microphone. Congratulations from the UW System Board of Regents. We are so proud of you, and this is a very happy afternoon. So, recently, I was asked by an undergraduate on this campus what I thought was the single best class I took here during my bachelor's degree studies. I replied, it was a philosophy class called Reason in Communication. I think he was surprised. I was a journalism major and my favorite class was a required philosophy course, not a reporting class. Absolutely. If you look up the course description, you'll find that this class says it will aim to help you develop skills in analyzing, assessing, and critiquing arguments and argumentative rhetoric. Sounded innocuous enough, but it was one of the toughest classes I had. In the middle of uttering a few choice words of frustration, one day it clicked. As a journalist, I would obviously be called upon to not just ask questions, but to carefully scrutinize what others offer as answers. In 1980, I had no way of knowing just how important critiquing argumentative rhetoric would become for citizens in the 2000s, and not just journalists. So, hang on to the skills you've learned. Analyzing arguments, creating new knowledge, investigating and the confounding and the conspiratorial, the weak reasoning and the strong. As David Cooper Ryder has suggested, we live in the world our questions create, but I would go a step further and suggest that we also live in the world our answers create, including the answers that you will create in your working life. Oh, and congratulations to all of you for answering that age-old question, when will I graduate? Congratulations.
Thank you so much for those remarks, Regent President Walsh. Now today we also have the great honor and privilege of recognizing a UW-Madison honorary degree. An honorary degree is earned not by completing a course of study, but by living an extraordinary life. Dietram Scheufele is the Taylor Bascom Chair in Science Communication and Vilas Distinguished Achievement Professor here at UW-Madison, and he is also chair of the Committee on Honorary Degrees. Please welcome Dr. Scheufele, who will read the citation for our honoree.
Chancellor Mnookin, on recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Madison and by vote of the Board of Regents, I present our candidate for honorary degree. Please join me in watching a brief video prepared by the nominating department, which speaks to one extraordinary life.
आगे जाना कमीशन ना के खतर लोग दक्षिण
cool spring day, life for Cecil Garvin started out in Indian Mission of Black River Falls. This little boy would grow up to do extraordinary things for his country, and his efforts for his people would be legendary. As a child, Mr. Garvin lived with his parents and extended family, as is tradition among the Ho-Chunk people. Although he did not learn English until he went to elementary school, education was very important in the Garvin household. Cecil went on to graduate from high school, a rarity back then, when most Native students only made it to the 8th grade. Joining the service after high school, Cecil went on to have extensive military training that carried him through the Vietnam War. After leaving the service, Cecil then found himself in Spokane, Washington, working at a community health center as a mental health counselor. It was here he worked one-on-one with people, helping them with different social aspects of life. In this capacity, he also coordinated Indian services in the tri-state area between Washington, Idaho, and Oregon. Moving back to Wisconsin in the mid-70s, he went on to become instrumental in getting the Ho-Chunk Nation, at the time known as the Wisconsin Winnebago Tribe, operations funded and moving forward. These early steps in acquiring funding were the foundation that Ho-Chunk Nation gaming was built on. Leading roles within the tribe's government early in his career included tribal treasurer, executive director, operations officer, and enterprise general manager. From 1996 to 2006, he was the project manager of the Ho-Chunk Nation's bison ranch. This was the beginning of the tribe promoting a return to traditional foods and diet. It was during this time Cecil also started to share his knowledge of the Ho-Chunk language with younger generations. In 2009, Mr. Garvin and German linguist Ida and Hartmann completed Ho-Chunky Tekjawi, a Ho-Chunk language text and workbook for beginners. This is a foundational text which introduces adult language learners to the Ho-Chunk language through reading, writing, and listening exercises. Ho-Chunky Tekjawi is a collaborative book grounded in Ho-Chunk history and cultural wisdom, and informed by these skills of several admired language speakers. Mr. Garvin's linguistic expertise shines in this book, allowing Ho-Chunky Tekjawi to clarify elements of Ho-Chunk grammar for heritage and other language learners. Also in 2009, Mr. Garvin began teaching Ho-Chunk language to UW students and others on the Madison campus. Several linguistics graduate students took his classes, resulting in 3 completed PhD dissertations on distinct areas of Ho-Chunk grammar, with a 4th in progress. With Mr. Garvin's input, these linguists study topics such as how adjectives function in Ho-Chunk, how properties of verbs affect sentence structure, how different subject markers behave differently in the language, and how information is marked in conversation and storytelling. These are all areas which could not have been explored without Mr. Garvin's insight and wisdom. Mr. Garvin's contributions are key to studying the very foundations of human language and the universal properties of languages around the world. Once spoken throughout south-central Wisconsin, the Ho-Chunk language was targeted and forbidden by governmental policies and social discrimination. Despite these hardships, the Ho-Chunk language endures in the hearts and minds of teachers like Mr. Garvin.
I now call upon Professor Monica McConney to bring forward Cecil Garvin. Cecil Garvin is a highly respected member and tribal official of the Ho-Chunk Nation, as you heard from the Chancellor earlier, a member and leader of the Deer Clan, and a decorated veteran who served 3 tours of duty in Vietnam. He is also one of the very few fluent speakers of the Ho-Chunk language, which he has worked tirelessly to preserve for future generations, investing decades in instruction, authorship, and documentation. His devotion to public service and to Ho-Chunk language, education, and advocacy embody the very best of the Wisconsin idea. Chancellor Mnookin, on the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I present Cecil Garvin to receive the degree Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.
Cecil Garvin, in recognition of your public service and contributions to the preservation of Indigenous languages in our state and beyond, the University of Wisconsin-Madison confers on you the degree of Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I invite you to make remarks, if you would like.
I can. Hanach, everyone. Hinikaragiwi, I greet you all. Wo inabaske, thankful. Hamta eginajina, that I stand here today. Wangshiksha agara, the ancestors. Hichoke ara wahara, my grandfathers. Hichoke wahidera, their grandfathers. Worak, stories. Nawa, songs. Wangu koinawida, that they have given us. Choaregi, in the future. Ankechawaninigche will not disappear. Yare, that is in my mind. Hanainach koena wa ininginampui. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Dr. Garvin. Thank you. You have been many things during your time here at UW-Madison, and today you crossed the threshold from students to alumni. It is an identity that will be with you for the rest of your lives, connecting you to each other, to the generations that have come before, and to the generations yet to come. As of today, the Wisconsin Alumni Association is no longer for other people. Now it is for you, for the dreamers, the creators, the fighters, the peacemakers, the artists, the scientists, the pioneers, the protectors, the leaders, the badgers.
You are a badger. Everything you are has brought you to this day. You are a reflection of your outer experiences and your inner spark. You are the embodiment of the things you've done and the things you've yet to do. So keep being you, and whatever comes next, we'll be here. Welcome to Alumnihood.
And now it's time for degrees. At this time, we're going to confer our doctoral, MFA, and medical professional degree candidates. I call on William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School.
Candidates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Educational Specialist, and Master of Fine Arts will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnuchin.
Dean Karpus.
These scholars have devoted significant time to graduate study and research. In addition, they have defended theses or presented exhibitions that have been accepted by faculty committees as substantial contributions, signifying scholarly or professional achievement in their respective fields. They are presented for the highest academic recognition in their fields given by the university, the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Educational Specialist, or Master of Fine Arts.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and under the authority granted by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, you will receive the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, or Master of Fine Arts. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates will now cross the stage, have their name read, and receive their diploma folder. Graduates, please be seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
James Lowe. Stephen Smith. Helen Jensen. Judith Bale. Ola Connor. John Connor. Bruce Weber. Wesley Weideman. Nicole Karowski. Varun Guitar Yapan. Garrett Onstreicher. Joshua Mitchell. Justin Kroll. Keenan Liu. Daisha Ashley Bacon. Tawisak Pech Jitsuk. Nina Yosik Bond. Scott Morikal. Jinmong Rao. Yu Hao Kang. Yu Chi Ma. Nisha An. Hao Zeng. Marissa Lieben. Li Yue Zhang. Muid Humble. Ash Khan. Bridget Vanderhoof. Elizabeth Scora Horgan. Nicholas Nelson. Shri Nita Ghosh. Jaeung Jung Kim. Moon Noon Choi. Oyelet Peled. Han Wook Chung. Tan Fan. Dalton Greiner. Ricky Gang. Victor Santoro Fernandez. Jamie West. Scott Everson. Leah Tom. Andrew George Pearson. Colin Whistler. Scott Anderson. Michael Aristov. Jameson Botch. Nora Dunkirk. Savannah Gentry. Praveen Maripelli. Omar Doom Doom. Xerxes Murachur. Megan Jenkins Morales. Jamie Goldberg. Kylie McLean. Andrew Bertinetti. Lucretia Fairchild. Royce Novak. Lynn Lee. Ivan Baranovsky. Hai-Yun Chang. Nguyen Min Hong. Tyler Butts. Benjamin Martin. Cecilia Volbrecht. Kendra Greendeer. Daniel Sider. Marina Jenkins. Evan Lyle Sorensen. Simon Daniel Fisher. Andrew Lynch. Rashawn Xavier Norman. Amber Zhao. Yun Yun Zhu. Luis Haddock Soto. Gary Walter Kilgas. Camila Montoya Ospina. Christina Lopez. Chandler Meyer. Michael Christopher Nigoda. Ankur Agrawal. Naila Zaiba. Brian Shu. Iditha Chundira Soiker. Zawi Barandango. Kenneth Neeser. Shin Chen. Patrick Walsh. Sabrina Hoffman. Kaylin Becker. Catherine Witherspoon. Ashley Ranzang. Adati Tarfar. Kimberly C. Anderson. Abby Koberstein Hawkins. Eric Wallet. Joseph Robert Jepson. Andung Forinadan Listiawati. Joy Ellen Block. Carla Windsor. Abhijit Sandeep Bharadwaj. Gage William Somerville. Bonner. Anna Marie Hungun. Michelle Koenig. Megan Schmid. Janelle Anderson. Erica Moulton. Matt St. John. Maureen Teresa Sullivan Mock. Susan No. Anna Lincoln. Adam Bigot. Wei-Chi Jiang. Shenli Jiang. John Parko. Nishant Verma. Priza Mirendra Putra. Yu-Hai Xiang. Kristen Dow. Jia-Chi Chen. Stephanie McFarland. Srinath Paleri. Brigitte Medfeld, Pamela Gu, Yuying Wu, Hao Yu Sheng, Pascal Ife Williams, Paris Dominique Wicker, LaShawn Faith Washington, Audrey Alonzo Vega Alfaro, Ranza Veltri Torres, Kimberly Faulkner Omek, Charnel Chasen Long, Heather Nate Inzalaco, Emily Hutchinson, Herbert Payung, Salina Selman, Brianna Pyro Gambith, Matthew Michael Smith, Whitney A. Stephen Sotstre, Susan Marie Stanton, Feng Ye Sun, Guilherme Goyet Cardeso Martins de Cafaro Flores, Sofia Estefani Romero Farino, Anthony Nicholas Radoy, Matthew Hetherington, Christine Evans, Brian Milthorpe, Gordon West, Marina Silena, Hadis Kaidi, Chen Chen, Sophia Streetholt, Tim Kavnar, Katie Osterbauer, Cody Callan, Yasmin Catrueta Rios, Claire Stelter, Jae Young Kim, Sasha Smith, Tai Chi Zhao, Ethan Herod, Dani Miller, Annalise Grant, Ray Chen, Rishon Akeem Williams, Joseph Thomas Bloomer, Adam Beard, Rachel Dawn, Rafael Hes Dominguez, Kilian Dean, Yumi Park, Kurt William Caney, Philip Dane Bunn, Andrew Charles Mickward, Tyler James Hudson, Levi Bankston, Marcy Shea, Michael Knutson, Sarah James Ugaretz, Hei Young Hong, Donald Seabloom, Michael Taylor, Heidi Keener, Brianna LaFoon, Trisha Shanda, Madeline Reed Jones, Patricia Tran, Kelly Gregus, Sue Bin Yim, Shuzi Meng, Madison McKee Wiest, Alexandra Barber, Megan Call, Katie Lawlor, Rachel Denise Stewart, Colin Crowley, Kylie Gorney, Wei Kong Liu, Jay Chan, Alex Wang, Xavier Arzola Villegas, Han Al Sung, Michaela Kepler, Anthony Duval Bozanic, Kagan Dunn, Teresa Audept, Cullen Hauser, Anne-Marie Sulio, Jorge Ariel Escobar, Meg White, Monty Little, Marcos Ficchio, Olivia Harwood, Sandy Strable, Caleb Dillingham, Shi Wei Tzu, Viola J. Miller, Bean Conruff, Aaron Hasty, Yasmin Rodriguez Estuia, Walter P. Parrish III, Ann Starr, Pruful Gurarani, Shin Shin Tao, Alina Rosenkova, Sarah Wegmuller, Katie R. Zarbach, Sheila Xia, Zichen Wu, Erfon Koram, Arulesh Soni, Marisha Lanker, Rachel Seablum, Travis Wentz, Hannah Barton, Susan Stoffer Sorensen, Yujun Choi, Dasol Choi, Sarah Elizabeth Harper, Siddharth Raj Gupta, Dylan Smits, Jonathan Blank, Caitlin Bodun, Carolina Alvin Ferraria, Mariana Oliveria, Emmy Fredericks, Carlos Ortiz, Mei Jun Zeng, Wei Zhen Won, Yu Li, Kirby Livingston, Tracy Campbell, Matthew Berner, Carlos Andres Rojas, Arella Gusso, Stephen Schwering, Deandra Nadine Denier Fields, Eeyore Soon, Sharon Lee, Scott Anderson, Mark Mancy, Han Wu, Amy Elizabeth Jones Hauga, Kirk Anthony Parslow, Jacob Wirtz, Yu Tao Dunn, Shi Hao Chuang, Chase Arak, Elena G. Meyer, Faith Reyes, Kimberly Reuscher, Amanda Gates Carlson, Haley Boygenzan, Jenny Jiyun Jeong, Kendra Gallo, Emily Britt, Lauren Lucas, Leah Matchkey, Annie Ortiz Bernal, Lauren Heap, Seok Byom Kwon, Elizabeth Sikaru, Aiden Gardil, Amelia Correnta, Molly Wilging, Dylan Holst, Colleen Chernowski, Nathan Loud, Jonas Widness, Peyton Higgins, Michelle Akana, Brett Akana Schneider, Daniel Salgaro, Saw Young Kim, Mikkel Joachim, Keith Cooner, Jerica Taylor Mill, Daniel Graham Delafield, Ashley Petzatod, Austin Carr, Dylan Nicholas Tabang, Yoin Liu, Bin Wang, Dan Xin Wan, Ting Jia Gu, Shea Yu Young, Michaela Kalichad, Mustafa Ahmed Mahmoud Hafani, Eric Delgado, Manny Lynn, Anna Sky Bruce, Benjamin Giuliano, Nesreen Al-Noami, Maaku Talukdar, Matthew Venker, Leah Liandu, Ola Michael Haldipor, Amanda Rose Pratt, Elizabeth Forbes Bain, Ellie Larson, David Roberts, Dominic Ross, Maryam Ahmadi, Vipoya Chari, Kelly Jensen, Maya Vikas, Benton Anderson, Trenton Peters Clark, Yu Chen He, Yun Yun Ju, Timothy Marks, Lafia Ye, Astufal Gay, Hao Tian Shi, Sashun Summerfelt, Xiao Lai Li, Jin Shan Shi, Connor Blankenship, Irielis Esteves Davila, Audrey Evans, Caitlin Scher, Jessica Muir, Caroline Berry, Ryan Trevina, Marug Amaru, Shane Michael Hansen, Alan Saba Verdes, Timothy Jameson Allen, Mulan Jen, Grant Roberts, Zachary Miller, Yu Shun, Nathan Colgan, Woei Gunderson, Gesayaji, Kieran Gallagher, Trevor Crosby, Wujing Li, Stephanie Geller, Nadis Marino Morales, Angelos Dice, Xinghwan Min, Dong Hyuk Kim, Emma Gogan, Justin Mabin, Isabel Anadon, Gregory T. Wilson, Srinath Uranovimo Ruthen, Sean Kent, Gi Hu, Yeet Tungel, Sitar Baruzi, Anna Hofgas, Tanasnun Songde Cha Kraiwut, Di Wu, Sorush Karam, Suyeg Puthoy, Jingjae Li, Zihang Meng, Xingjin Chen, Abu Ahmed Sufyan, Bekzad Kosmivov, Daria Ley, Bernardo Luis Roca Ruberio, Claire Griesbach, Samuel Coleman,
It's not on there. Let's give these graduates a big round of applause. Congratulations. I now call upon Robert Golden, Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health.
Candidates for the degrees Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Genetic Counselor Studies, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, and Master of Public Health will please rise as they are able.
Dean Golden.
Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Golden.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses of study in medicine, physical therapy, medical genetics, physician assistant studies, or public health. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, I present these candidates for degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Genetic Counselor Studies, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, or Master of Public Health. In testimony thereof, you will now receive your diplomas. Congratulations, and wait for the marshals to direct you to the stage. Please be seated. My bad. My first time here, guys. Sorry. I now call upon Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Occupational Therapy will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Hess.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the course of study for occupational therapy. On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Occupational Therapy.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education, and under the authority granted by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Occupational Therapy. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Let's give them a round of applause. And candidates, you may be seated. I now call upon Susan Zeski, Associate Dean of the College of Letters and Science.
Will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Associate Dean Zeski.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the course of study in audiology. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters and Science, I present these candidates for degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters and Science, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree Doctor of Audiology. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates will please be seated. I now call upon Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice will please rise as you are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Scott.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses in nursing. Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Nursing, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Nursing and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates will please be seated. I now call upon Steve Swanson, Dean of the School of Pharmacy.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Pharmacy will please rise as you are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Swanson.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses in pharmacy. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Pharmacy, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Pharmacy.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Pharmacy, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates will please be seated. I now call upon Mark Markell, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine.
Candidates for the degrees Doctor of Veterinary Medicine will please rise as you are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Markell.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses in veterinary medicine. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Veterinary Medicine, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Veterinary Medicine and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. You may be seated. So let's give one more round of congratulations to all of our medical professional degree candidates. Candidates will remain seated. I was a little early before, until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Wade Weber, Joseph Thurston, Ethan Schararmer, Alexander Menke, Zach Tooley, Jacob Fisher, Chad Sheehan V, Samuel Rentmeester, Jonah Ratke, Sierra Burt, Abigail Michaels, Marley Hennig, Elizabeth Ann Reese, Jenna Marie Butler, Marissa Schmitz, Jordan Zoll, Amelia Barron, Sydney Klepich, Maggie Jensen, Catherine Kudra, Shay Learman, Blake Root, Dane Gallagher, Tatiana Noel, Brittany Moore, Taylor Riley, Nicole Chervenka, Liddy Rittauer, Alex Danner III, Nicolette Moe, Molly Marie Rowe, Hannah McNulty, Sophia Kaler, Danielle Hyder, Colleen Kennedy, Alexander Chu, Emma Kopfitner, Kevin Kuza, Marcy Peters, Charlene Holte, Natalie Schmidt, Hannah Ritten, Gregory Lubinsky, Andy Smith, Brad Walgren, Rachel Nises, Tanner Boshtan, Christina Sy, Kendall Valentine, Haley Amanda Lynn, Rachel Mikolas, Alexis Uria, Betsy Schreier, Rachel Bradshaw, Alexis Payette, Maya Jonas, Brian Anton, Alexander Kindness, Zinshan Liu, Alexis Toe, Caroline Teetle, Kate Palmer, Michelle Gutnier, Ashley Mercier, Brooke Zader, Christina Lee, Jordan Genovese, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Megan Summers, Amanda Rita Golio, Jody Longdo, Kendra Deja, Rachel Sobiesk, Rachel Bell, Kristen Koichbeck, Allison Clements, Janelle Ignacio, Erica Marie Roscovius, Carolyn Minchow Nguyen Sweeney, Mega Gishi, Anna Kyokwitz, Doctor of Audiology, Marissa Nicolette Haika, Hallie Jean Rogers, Emily Susan Ranowski, Trevor Coleman Wright, Claire Milligan, Elizabeth O'Donnell, Evan Corliss Davies, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Kara Jo Daly, Cheryl Lynn Butler, Ashley Parker, Yasmina Ugiyor, Lionel Palomar, Doctor of Pharmacy, Dale Silla, Maya Boguslawski, Jessica Paraduski, Nick Ruark, Jared Wenzel, Ryan S. Werner, Alexander Ortland, Salma Abdallah Wabab, Emily Erpendak, Aaron Gerke, Kaylee Mikolicek, Kelly Berglund, Drew Vander Velden, Grace Nixon, Marissa Hakala, Julia Bragnar, Brock Whaling, Haley Ahrens, Julia Cluck, Amy Genosot, Kyra Verheyen, Alexis Beal, Claire Russell, Julia Mogilevsky, Alexa Devereaux, Jessica Furman, Kayla Johnson, Elise Brennan, Catherine Marshall, Alyssa Moss, Claudia Epland, Michaela Whaling, Marianne Abujo, Kathleen Tierney, Sarah Ferrick,
Alyssa Pitterly, Nicole Baterman, Megan Kellicut, Chelsea Moyer, Maxwell Frederick, Ethan Meyer, Austin Stark, Brandon Munoz, Samir Carbush, Maya Sanderson, Rachel Bonin, Megan Gross, Emily Lamont, Abby Woodward, Taylor Schofelt, Kyle Shomish, Monica Rue, Noel Austin, Ben Enriquez, Luke Schwerer, Tu Li Xiong, Ravi Gonchipara, Deanna Jacobs, Julie Jang, School of Medicine and Public Health, Stephanie Olson, Kang Nguyen, Sydney Schmidt, Rebecca Jordan Nye, Julia Lozen, Sarah Marie Daggett, Holly Ann Heline, Emily Jane Schmitz, Matthew Broadhead, David Martin, Alexander Idaraga, Tan Chi Dewan, Uyi Jefferson Imaswin, Jasmine Nicole Love, Mariana Adriazan Fonseca, Isaac Zube, Jennifer Dietzel, Emily Hoyer, Bradley Stelter, Noah Mertz, Spencer Paul True, Ryan Hugelstead, Gregory J. Raup, Catherine Vanis Komp, Annalise Free, Mario Giabosi, Harjo Singh Upal, Tan Nguyen, Alexander Luera, Simarjit Pura, Sharvesh Pariyosama, Amy K. Rutherford, Susan Satter, Jose Martinez, Gabriella Pott, Tarjani Renade, Happy Shong, Lindsay Modersky, Laura Ann Cook, Sarah Madeline Langenstrower, Andrea Marilyn Mitchell, Sophia Elworthy, Cassandra Sesto, Nicole Carolyn Watson, Callie Carlson, Luke Atterbury, Yanika Davis, Alexandra von Freet, Angelin Bannock, Henry Fremont, Felipe Mesa Morales, Savannah Myers, Nilaza Harden, Susana Fernandez de Cordova, Evelyn N. Nakadori, Kanzura Islam, Samantha Secord, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Matthew Waller, Kevin Huckstort, Abby Simplet, Cassandra Pate, Jenna Blair, Yilin Dow, Kenny Allen, Nicole Pessinger, Marika Parrish, Adam Link, Ben Alt, Trent Neatus, Kaylee Neatus, Bailey Smith, Abby Bishop, Delaney Riley, Nicole Durhorst, Lorena DeMusic, Heather Motif, Abby Meader, Isaac Horn, Vivian Peterson, Amanda Polanski, Lucas Perea, Abigail Schofield, Doctor of Physician Assistants, Aisha Marong, Aisha Ahmed, Amelia Flokini, Gabby Henshu, Sheba McCants, Brianna Dominique Cameron, Brenda Bird, Hannah Jean Samowitz, Brianna Klopfer, Julia Onis, Ilona Topolinska, Nadine Fakrin, Sarah Gorel, Jamie Cummings, Kieran Wilson, Delson Songvi, Matthew Hoover, Hannah Makunda, Brianna Jankowski, Brianna Weed, Kayla Rogan, Jenna Minodu, Alyssa Sari, Mason Lucas,
Well, graduates, you did it. Congratulations to all of our graduates. Thank you as well to all of the family members and friends, those here with us and those not here with us, who made this proud day possible. And one more time, let's give it up and give our very best wishes to our graduates and on Wisconsin. Congratulations. Now, to conclude our celebration today, please join the university's Mead-Witter School of Music Commencement Band in the singing of our alma mater, Varsity.